Hey guys, welcome to Dazzling Handmade. Today we're doing another haul video. I only got 3 packages in the mail today, so 3 packages, but it's okay because one of them is very thick. Let's get started. As usual, I like to start with the smallest package. With most of the things I buy now, I try to look for the stamps that have corresponding dies because it's easier than cutting it out by hand if I want to cut something out. Alright, white paper. Okay, the first thing we have is a stamp. This I'm putting in the vintage elements. This is one big piece, so it will be really good for journals. This will go into the Alice one. These, we'll figure it out. Then we have this big train, which I thought was going to be really good for traveling because there's train, the tickets. And the suitcase, I really like the suitcases. And the sentiments are pretty big. And there's a train on it. All the trains I have are very vintage style. And this is very clean. And it's easy to color. So we can make it like a boy's birthday card. Because pretty much all the birthday cards are for girls. It's pink. It's very bubbly. Yeah, you don't really see a lot of boys' happy birthday card. So I want to do those too. This is vintage and this is a travel. Very cool. Easy to color too. I'm a little afraid with this, so we'll definitely have to test it out. If you have not seen my videos where I show you stamps by category, what I do with them is I put them in these pockets. That will be a separate video because you have to cut it out, and I'll show you where I ordered them from. But on the back of it, I do an example of what the stamp looks like and the quality. If you want to see these videos, I have a playlist for it. And I also do that with the dies. So when it comes out, I put it in the back as an example for myself. And a lot of the times when I see something like this, I call it crowding. There's too much black all around, too close to each other. Sometimes it all blends in together. That's another reason why I'm testing them out. This is beautiful. I do have a lot of cactus and succulents, but the designs are usually very cartoony, if that makes sense. Like very jolly, bubbly, cartoony. Sometimes they have smiley faces, but these are kind of more realistic. I mean, if you look at it, you can tell it's not real, but it's much more real than cartoony, if that makes sense. Beautiful details. And then we have books. Books is always good. I can put them in vintage and more books, or back to school. And they also like really good for the style. This is a little more complicated. This is really good for journal. So this is what I was saying about the succulents. This is a lot more cartoony, like not so complicated, if that makes sense. This one has a lot more details. You can still see that it's a cartoon-like drawing, but it looks more sophisticated, more serious. Very different. Alright, next package. Looks like this is all stamps. Oh, we got some dies. Oh, nice. The dies are already included, so I don't have to find it. First thing, we have Halloween right around the corner. Just a few more months. Okay, I'm going to show you the stamp, and then the die looks like it. Alright, this is it. Nice. I really like that sentiment. A lot of the Halloween sentiments I have are very small, and this is big and bold. Those hands are really cool with the bones sticking out of it. And this is pretty big too, so it will be perfect for journaling. Because a lot of times these stamps are like pretty small, and when I do journals, I like when it takes up a lot of space, or at least a few inches. And if you have any questions or where I got these from, I have posted the video showing my go-to Aliexpress sellers, and kind of how I do my searches and what I like to buy. But sellers, just check out those sellers. They always have new items coming in. This is a coffee, and this is the steam. You see? Coffee and steam. Very big. I thought it would be smaller, but it will take up a whole page in a journal. And then we got Easter for next year. A little cowboy, girl and a boy, which is really good because, like I said earlier in the video, there's not a lot of boy things to make boy birthday cards. It's all just always girls, girls and girls, which I kind of understand because they like all the glitz and glamour colors and just cute little things. But boys might like that too. I actually got some dinosaurs as well. Dinosaur stamps and a very few cutting dies. This is nice. And more coffee. Yum yum yum. I was actually wanting to make a coffee themed card yesterday. I just found no inspiration. I feel like it was they're just a little too busy, all the coffee stamps I have, and it was more like a journal style. So if you guys have any suggestions or inspiration for coffee themed card, feel free to send them my way. Okay, this comes with a die. Cats. Oh, that is so adorable. Let's stick together forever. Happy every day. That's cool. Very cute. Pretty big size, like about an inch. And it comes with the dies. Animal heads. Now this is what I was saying. All my coffee stamps kind of had this style. So it's not very much like a card. When I make a card, I like to make it something very cheerful and happy and cartoon-like. And these are not that. Can you tell the difference? Does anyone understand what I mean? Like these look very serious, and this looks just really cute and cheerful. Flowers, pretty big size, so it'll be perfect for journals. And then we got bunnies and also cats. Some cool cats. And also because maybe there's not a lot of outline, I just feel weird sticking this onto a card. Maybe the bunnies. Like with this, it'll be a little harder. I don't know. What do you guys think? Could I pull off making a card with these? Or is it too not cheerful? Okay, let's go into the last package that weighs about 24 pounds. Do you see all that? Yeah. Where am I gonna store these? Alright. There's a lot in here. It looks like this is just stamps. Lots of stamps. Okay, first we have soda caps. Pink, lemonade, bulldog, lem cola, Paco famous cola, Vess dream soda. And then we have this one whole stamp. I think this will go into the vintage background. It kind of has that theme. And we have a little map, and it will be, yeah, this is more like a journal material rather than postcard. We got some transportation and some kitties. And there's a duck too. So this is what I was saying. This is very cheerful, very cartoony. Everyone likes them. And then this one is a completely different style. Which card do you prefer? Something like this or like this? It's beautiful. This design is beautiful. There's a really good detailing in it. Although these three are all the same. Just different outfits. But I feel like something with, you know, with like this, it's cuter. What do you guys think? Ooh, cupcake. Look at that. They're having a picnic. That is adorable. And it's also really good for journals. I saw a couple of journal examples on Instagram today and got inspired. Oh, we have a little kitchen. Look at that. That's cute. And a broken egg. How adorable is that? Alright, more vintage elements. Oh, a little scared of this one. It looks, look at that. You can barely see there's a little girl. And perfect example of crowding, but it's definitely something we have to test out. But we do have some very nice sentiments. It's a little bit longer than usual, so yeah, probably just gonna go into a journal. Hats off. This one, oh, look at those little cute farm animals. Very cute. And then we got some sheep. Lots of sheep. And there's so many on here. If you just use 4 for a card, because it's pretty small. So let's say you use 4 for one card, you can make 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cards with it. And each card will have 4 different sheep on it. So, good investment. Alright, here we have a swimming team. I mean, at first I thought it was Freddie Mercury, but that makes no sense. This is more like a vintage elements for me. She loves the feeling for sand between her toes. More Easter bunnies and a little cute little duck. Even the flower is beautiful. Alright, the next ones are gonna be all like that Freddie look-alike. So it's one very big one. Don't necessarily like these size because they don't fit as well. We got Fly. I think, oh, what's her name? This is the first woman. Her picture is in Disneyland, California Adventure. Vintage houses and wives. You are a true friend. And I also like that there's bigger sentiments on here. Perfect for a background piece in a vintage journal. Next one. Lots of things going on here. I really like this one because you can put notes in here, which is, I think, very important in a journal. A lot of times those vintage junk journal, they don't really have space for notes to write on. I always try to make some space, but it's hard when sometimes it just looks weird when there's a big spot left open. These are pretty big fonts, so it'll be easier to heat emboss them. More vintage. Pip Pip, Cheerio, all that rot. I feel like if I send this in a journal, it would just look like a big blob. Let's see. Postcard. I love this. It will take up so much space and cover anything underneath that needs to be covering. Kids. What's the buzz? I like the writing too. Marigold. Seeds of love. Bloom and grow. And we also have different size bees. Drone. Worker. Here we have an English flag with some soldiers, and this is a very dark, but hopefully it will come out good. I mean, it's gonna go into like journaling, so it doesn't have to be perfect. She looks so familiar. It's a nice bike. Yeah, good sentiments too. Okay, a few more to go. We got Route 66 on the bike, and even like the map area. We can heat emboss that. It will look very, very good. A road trip. And then we're going into Paris. A little bit crowding on the boy and these guys, but I really want to see the outcome. And then we're back to America, and here we have our soldiers. And then next, she knows her own strength. Anyone know who this is or what it's supposed to be? I just bought these for vintage elements. I didn't think it's gonna be this big, but I'm not complaining. I love the big ones. Daredevil. Yeah, they take up a lot of space in journals. So when I'm saying they take up a lot of space, what I mean is they hide these little white particles that show from underneath. See, I can put something over here and then just cut it off. Yeah, this is the last vintage journal I did. If you want to see it, there's a video. Alright, last one. I'm gonna alphabet and some keyboards, typewriter, pencils, some cool stuff here. And these ones are always useful. Okay, so that was it for this video. A quick one, big package. I hope you liked it, and I hope it was entertaining for you. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in a few days. Have a good rest of the day.